PDP troubles continue as the battle for the soul of the leadership of the party continues, with Senator Ali Modu Sharif insisting that it remains the party national chairman. Dialogue has been advocated as a solution to the series of attacks in the Niger Delta oil-rich region of Nigeria. Then, what is the real way out? The practical one, of course. That's the focus on the program. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. We're reaching you from our Lagos studios in Nigeria. Well, let's bring you some of the stories that we're following right now. A member of the House of Representatives from the People's Democratic Party in Enugu State, Mr. Dennis Amadi, served a notice of appeal and stay of execution on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to stop the electoral body from executing a judgment by a federal high court asking him to vacate his seat at the National Assembly. Mr. Amadi, who is representing Udieziago Federal Constituency in Enugu State, says the judgment for which his lawyers have served a stay on INEC ordered him to vacate his seat for another candidate, Mr. Ogbuefu Osombachi, which he has been engaged in a pre-election legal tussle for nearly 1 year. It says Mr. Osombachi is currently answering to criminal charges of forgery in another high court, from which documents were admitted as evidence in the matter over which the judgment in question was delivered. It says the evidence was not considered in judgment delivered, a matter over which he intends to exhaust all judicial process until justice is served.
The Board of Contention is a primary election matter which has lingered for about a year and which have transversed among 3 judges. And the third judge, this is just his second sitting. And along the line, as the processes are going on, there were matters in other courts where the plaintiff is being tried for forgery on a criminal trial that is pending before the court, which has been duly admitted as evidence by this particular federal high court. Among the judges have done it before, and the present judge. So they will find it funny that the subject issue, which is documents used for primary election, which have been deemed to be forged, and being processed in a court under contention, and the judgment is issued by a judge without reference to that criminal matter that is pending, that is also running as we're talking. And the matter will be up on 23rd of June. I'm not ruffled, my constituents are not ruffled, that nobody is going to be intimidated with the judgment that are tailored for a direction. And I can bet you that we are on appeal. And from appeal, we move to Supreme Court. We are not ruffled in any way. Instead, we are thickened.
We see how this case, particular one, actually sells through in the court of law, INEC involved in all of this matter. Well, let's move into some other issues. This time around, from the southeast region to the north central state of Kogi. Of course, you know that state in the House of Assembly, the National Assembly, and the executive have been locked in controversial leadership tussle. But this time around, some former federal lawmakers and serving federal lawmakers held a press conference today, and some of them members of the APC in the National Assembly from Kogi State are asking the executive of the party in the state and prominent party leaders from the state in this crucial meeting in Abuja have accused Governor Yahaya Bello of engaging in what they refer to as anti-party activities. They therefore have set up an 11-man disciplinary committee headed by Senator Dino Melaye to review the various allegations leveled against the governor and report back within 7 days. The APC elected officers and party executive at the end of their meeting the last 3 hours accused the governor, among others, of appointing card-carrying members of the People's Democratic Party in the state as his aides, commissioners, council, caretaker committee members. According to them, they also said that he has also attended some other instances where they said that the 15 commissioners of the Governor Bello's cabinet appointed PDP as 13 of them card-carrying members, while APC has only 2 out of his 15 commissioners. Then out of the 105 members of the caretaker committee members for the 21 local government council, PDP has 72, while APC has 33. Well, some other members of that committee includes Honorable Buba Jubril, Ajia Hajara Aliyu, Honorable Folashade Joseph, and Honorable Sulaiman Ali. We'll see how that pans out, because of course you know what happened at the National Assembly is the fact that the National Assembly has summoned the governor to appear before it over the tussle and the crisis leadership in the House of Assembly in Kogi State. Well, let's bring you some of the other stories that we're following right here in our political roundup.
Political roundup on Channels Television. Here are your top political stories this time.
The national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Chief John Oyegun, is given reasons as to why the change promised by his party and the central government appears to be delayed. At a forum in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, Chief Oyegun says rather than come up with some cosmetic development and change ideas, the president is working hard to build a system that will last for a long time.
We are not deaf, we are not dumb, we are not blind.
And the Bishop of the Catholic Church in the Sokoto Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kuka, is canvassing for peaceful coexistence between people of the different faiths in Nigeria's northern region. Bishop Kuka says the fasting season for the Muslim faithful is a good time to exhibit good neighborliness and good spirit to allow peace reign in the region.
The fasting that we are fasting, we also are fasting not just because of our personal sins, but we fast for our sins of omission.
Meanwhile, some leaders are in the northern region preferring solutions to the spate of attacks on oil installations in the Niger Delta region. At an event in Kaduna State, some of the northern leaders are seeking proactive steps to stop the menace before it consumes the whole nation.
What Nigeria needs now is unity. What Nigeria needs now is peace, so that the man God has placed in position of authority now can lead us to the promised land.
And the call for the restructuring of Nigeria is getting louder by the day. A former NADECO leader told Channels Television that Nigeria does not operate a federal system like it professes, and it's far from being a republic.
We are neither federal nor republic.
And you're up to date. Those are your top political stories you need to know.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Of course, we go on a short break. When we return, we'll be talking about the PDP leadership tussle. What is the way out for the party as different divides fight for the soul of the party? Stay with us. We'll be right back.